The American Civil War was one of the most important events in our nation's history. From 1861 to 1865, Americans fought against each other in a conflict that would change our country forever. Let's explore this crucial time period and learn about both famous battles and lesser-known conflicts like the Battle of Irvine. The Civil War began because of big disagreements between the northern and southern states. The main issues were slavery. The North wanted to end slavery, while the South wanted to keep it. States' rights southern states believed they should make their own rules. Economic differences. The North had factories, while the South depended on farming. The Union, also known as the North, was led by President Abraham Lincoln. The Confederacy, or the South, was led by President Jefferson Davis. Fort Sumter in 1861 marked the first battle of the war. The Battle of Gettysburg in 1863 was a turning point where the Union managed to stop the Confederate Army. And the Battle of Antietam in 1862 stands as the bloodiest single-day battle in American history. One lesser-known but interesting battle took place in Irvine, Kentucky. While it might not be as famous as other battles, it really shows how the Civil War affected smaller communities. Local Kentucky families were often divided, with some supporting the Union and others the Confederacy. Small skirmishes and raids happened frequently in this area. The battle showed how the war touched every part of America, even smaller towns. Soldiers faced many challenges: limited food and supplies, diseases like measles and pneumonia, and, well, long marches and tough weather. Families at home also struggled. Food shortages, family members fighting on opposite sides, and women taking over farms and businesses. Abraham Lincoln, Union president who kept the country together. Robert E. Lee, Confederate general known for his leadership. Ulysses S. Grant, Union general who later became president. Clara Barton, nurse who helped wounded soldiers and started the American Red Cross. The Civil War ended in 1865 when Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered to Union General Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse, Virginia. Important results of the war included: slavery was ended by the 13th Amendment. The United States stayed one country, and about 620,000 soldiers died in the war. The South had to be rebuilt in a period called Reconstruction. Many young people, some as young as 12, helped as drummer boys or messengers. Photography was used for the first time to show what war really looked like. New inventions like telegraphs and railroads changed how war was fought. Many of the medicines and surgical techniques we use today were developed during the Civil War. The Civil War helped make America what it is today. It ended slavery and kept our country together, even though it came at a great cost. The war showed both the worst and the best of people, the tragedy of fighting between Americans, but also the bravery of soldiers and civilians who stood up for what they believed in. Learning about events like the Battle of Irvine reminds us that the Civil War wasn't just about big, famous battles. It affected every part of our country and changed the lives of regular people everywhere. Today, we can visit many Civil War sites and museums to learn more about this important time in American history.